So this first storm system, late last night through midday today, performed exactly as we anticipated. Primarily it was the southern zones, but it's sweeping along the Front Range and into the eastern plains with some significant storms and some interesting data. We're seeing some lightning strikes, and all this developed over the southern mountain zones, cruised northeast over Buena Vista, Salida, and has been dealing a nice blow to the Colorado Springs and the DIA area. Now it's eastern plains, and there's wind and there's rain, lightning, so thunderstorms for them, nothing but wind for us here on the western slope. Red flag warning continued today for Delta Montrose. That also includes western Montrose County and south through the Paradox Valley into the Four Corners region. This is a cautionary statement from the National Weather Service. I'm relaying it to you about the warm, the dry, and the breezy conditions. These are not ideal if you're working with open flames. In fact, you should not be burning anything today. If you're working with machinery that could spark, make sure you have an arrestor. If you're throwing cigarette butts out the window, if you're driving a recreational vehicle with a hot engine and then all of a sudden parking it over a dry grass, these are just examples of something that could quickly get out of control, a wildfire, threatening lives and property, all because of our dry conditions. We have greater than 1.25 inch rain deficits for many of the locations you see on your screen now. It's not likely going to change as storm number 1 exits the state. Storm number 2 starts to drive in the next 36 hours. Tomorrow, we'll be back under a red flag warning for the Delta, the Montrose area. Grand Junction could get added to that, and we may see more of these red flag conditions on Friday, but on Friday, we won't necessarily be warmer. Current wind speeds right now, we're looking at about the 10 to 20 mile per hour zone. Top wind gusts of the day for Grand Junction only achieved the 25, the mid 20 mile per hour gust zone. Right about what we expected. Tomorrow we're going to build on that, and we may get closer to the 30 mile per hour gust zone for Grand Junction. Primarily it's the mid-afternoon hours, but you'll feel that wind as early as just before lunch. Delta Montrose, not the strongest wind speeds of the day. We'll reserve that for the Rifle, the Aspen, and the Gunnison area. But Delta Rifle, I expected us to get a little bit closer to the 40 mile per hour zone. Tomorrow may be that opportunity. So we're not getting rid of the wind anytime soon, though we do get some changes with storm number 2 coming in. It's building in the Pacific Northwest tonight. It is putting snow and rain in that part of the country. For Colorado, however, I think we're going to remain quite dry on the western slope. We're going to go breezy. We will see some of this storm activity in the mountain zones. I'm talking the central and the northern mountain zones. But we have to wait until Thursday, late Thursday into Friday. We will start tomorrow with some clouds. We'll finish tomorrow with more clouds. The southwest flow, as the storm system approaches, that southwest flow continues to engage and putting warmer temperatures into our area, drier conditions. That wind will continue 25 to 35 with a top wind gust approaching the 40 mile per hour zone for a few spots. Now, as we get into Thursday night, that's when the storm system affects the central and the northern mountain zones. So small window from midnight Thursday into Friday noon. If you're traveling over the mountain corridor zones, just expect in the higher elevations new snow. In the mountain pass locations, expect some wet conditions, probably some slow conditions as well. Now, this storm system that passes through Friday morning will have a cold front, so that'll keep the wind going. It'll also charge up the atmosphere in those mountain zones. However, when the cold front passes through by the middle of the day, we're left with cooler temperatures. So Friday will be slightly below the averages. We should be mid-60s, upper 60s. We're going to be on the opposite end, lower 60s. Friday night, that system does exit. We start to clear immediately Friday night. We continue clearing on Saturday. Saturday's my Goldilocks day. It's the pick. Our temperatures are on point. Our winds basically disappear. We go calmer on Saturday. A lot of sunshine too, so that's going to be your SPF day. That's going to be the day you want to be outside. If you can't be outside on Saturday, open as many windows as you can. Roll your windows down. Enjoy the day. Perfect spring conditions. Temperatures right now, low 70s, near 80 degrees. Top temperatures for the day, basically about 10 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of the year. We're supposed to be mid-60s, upper 60s. We get into tomorrow morning, partly cloudy skies, mild conditions, slightly warmer than the average, certainly not cool. Getting into tomorrow afternoon, temperatures on the increase. Winds also on the increase. And I mentioned Delta Montrose, red flag warnings for the afternoon hours. So please take caution